Okay, Lab 1 will consist of 4 parts. The first part is getting you licensed to use ArcGIS Pro. This is a 3-step process. The first step is going to Esri's public account webpage. The address is on the top of this slide. And keep in mind that Esri is the company that creates ArcGIS software packages. So it's like Microsoft is the company and Word and PowerPoint are the software packages that they create. Okay, once you're on this web page, choose Enter Your Information, and then on the second page, simply fill out the data slides that they ask you to input. Please remember your username and password. You will be using those for each class going forward. Also, if you have already created a student or a public account, do not create another one. Simply retrieve your username and password and keep them with you so you can use them in the classes going forward. One last thing, when it says public account, this does not mean that your data or your maps are freely available to the public. It simply means that it's an unpaid account. Okay, step 2 is quite simple. You need to send Michael Huffman an email. His email address is at the top of this slide. In that email, tell him that you are a student in NRM 4403 and you are requesting to be licensed for ArcGIS Pro. Give him your email address and your username for the public account that you have just created. After you have sent that email, give Mr. Huffman a day or two to set your account up on the Texas Tech server, and then you can move on to step 3. Okay, the last step in getting you licensed to use ArcGIS Pro is to verify that your username and password are functioning. So mouse over to the bottom left-hand corner of your computer screen. You should see the Windows icon. Click on that and simply type in ArcGIS Pro. When you see that appear on the left-hand side amongst the other software programs, right-click on it and choose Pin to Taskbar. That way it will always be available to you at the bottom of your screen when you log into this computer. Okay, single click on that icon and this will launch the software program. The first step is entering your username and password that you created when you set up your public account. Once that is done successfully, you should come to the home screen of the software. And if you look in the upper right hand corner, you should see your first name and underneath that Texas Tech University. Once you have seen that, then you know everything is good to go and we can move on to part 2 of Lab 1.